Hey, this is Michael Lombardi, co-founder of The Daily Coach. For many years, many of you have asked us to turn our best articles into a book. Now I'm excited to share that we are releasing our first Daily Coach hardcover and Kindle book. The subject is hiring. It's a collection of our best stories on what we think is the most important decision any leader can make. Who you bring onto your team. Visit us at www.thedaily.coach to order yours today.
Welcome to the Daily Coach's Sports Leadership Lessons, a reading of some of our greatest hits from more than 6 years of email newsletters that have been read by tens of thousands of leaders and learners. If you want our latest newsletter delivered to your inbox every day, you can subscribe for free at thedaily.coach/subscribe or follow the link in the description. When jump around stands in the way. The concept of Pavlov's dog originates from the famous classical conditioning experiment conducted by Russian psychologist Ivan Pavlov in the early 1900s. In his study, Pavlov explored how dogs could be conditioned to associate a neutral stimulus with an automatic response. The experiment setup was simple. Pavlov presented his dog with food, which naturally triggered a salivation response. He then paired the presentation of food with a neutral stimulus, such as the sound of a bell. After several repetitions, the dog began to salivate at the sound of the bell alone, even when no food was offered. This phenomenon is known as classical conditioning. The key takeaway is that the bell became a conditioned stimulus capable of eliciting salivation after being paired with food. The experiment demonstrated how associating two stimuli can produce a learned response. In short, Pavlov's work revealed how behaviors could be conditioned through association. Fast forward to the present. For over 25 years, football fans at the University of Wisconsin in Madison have celebrated with the song Jump Around during games. The song ignites excitement, energizes the crowd, and turns Camp Randall Stadium into a shaking, deafening fortress. For opposing teams, the atmosphere feels like an earthquake about to strike. Dan Lanning, head coach at the University of Oregon at the time, understood the song's power as a motivational and momentum-building tool for the Badgers. To prepare his team, he borrowed inspiration from both Pavlov and Roman philosophy. He referenced a famous quote from Marcus Aurelius, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Lanning, leading up to the game, taught his players about Pavlov's dog and how a conditioned stimulus can trigger a powerful reaction. He then showed them videos of the frenzy at Camp Randall when Jump Around begins. But instead of letting the song intimidate his team, Lanning flipped the script. He wanted his players to use the song as their own motivator. Every day, leading up to the game, Lanning played Jump Around during practice, conditioning his team to react with the same energy and intensity they would need on Saturday night. When the game arrived, the Oregon players had their own celebration during the game. Instead of being daunted by the Badgers' tradition, they embraced the moment, raising their focus and fueling their performance in a comeback victory. We can all take a page from Lanning's playbook. By creating a conditioned stimulus of our own lives, we compare neutral cues with desired behaviors or responses. Here are some practical examples. You could associate a specific environmental cue with a focused state of mind to enhance productivity, like listening to a particular type of music while working to trigger a productive mindset. Or you could pair a neutral stimulus, like a scent, with your study routine to improve your study habits. Over time, the scent alone can help create a focused, productive state. You could connect nutritious food with pleasurable stimulus to develop healthy eating habits, like a favorite song or a positive social interaction, to build a positive association with eating healthy. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, if something stands in our way, let's make it the way. Thanks for joining this episode of The Daily Coach. On behalf of Michael Lombardi, Coach George Raveling, and the entire Daily Coach team, we're grateful for your support. Remember, the most important person you will ever lead is yourself. Keep growing, keep learning, and most importantly, keep showing up.